I'm speaking to you from the Dehradun Air Base here in Uttarakhand, and we've had a lot of bad weather overnight, early this morning, but the skies have cleared, and so within the past hour, several Indian Air Force helicopters, Russian-made Mi-17 helicopters, have taken off, headed into the mountains. Now, we still expect quite a bit of bad weather, but I was speaking to one of the Air Force commanders here, and he said any window of opportunity they've got, they're making sure that they get their helicopters in, because that's the only way to operate in this terrain. There are still many survivors, as you've mentioned, some of them on slopes, some of them on ledges. As you can imagine, 9 days after the flood and landslide struck, a very, very weak, some of them haven't eaten for days. So there's a tremendous need to try and get them out as quickly as possible.
Obviously, very difficult areas to get to. For those who are still worried about their relatives, it's also difficult because the authorities are saying that they're going to try and hold mass cremations.
Yes, that's right, Geeta. The problem is that since it's been 9 days since we've had the floods, there are a lot of bodies that have piled up, especially in the worst hit area, the temple town of Kedarnath, and some of those bodies have begun decomposing. So distressing as it is, the authorities are saying that they have little option but to go ahead with these mass cremations. In fact, yesterday I was on one of the relief flights, and along with relief materials, it was carrying firewood to help with those mass cremations. Many of these bodies, though, remain unidentified, and so what they're doing is photographing them, taking DNA samples to be preserved and used later if relatives come forward with details of people who are still missing.